Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Goaltending, where your why is bigger than your excuses. Thank you all so much for tuning in and allowing me to be a part of your journey. I'm extremely excited. Today, I want to give you the key to success. I want to tell you, if you implement this into your life, you will achieve whatever you want to accomplish. Any goal that you want to tackle, you will take it down if you implement this one thing in your life. I finally started to grasp it just a couple of years ago, and it has changed everything for me. It has increased my confidence. It has made me go after and believe that I can achieve anything that I want to accomplish. And that is to make the task that you need to do non-negotiable. Whatever it is you're trying to pursue, make it non-negotiable. That means you cannot, no matter what, it doesn't matter what gets in the way, I'm accomplishing this. Whatever the daily task is, you have to remove the excuses from your life. You have to be able to overcome anything that gets in your way. If you wake up in the morning and you tell yourself, I'm going to do something, no matter what happens, you get it done. Make it non-negotiable. And so I want to give you my example, like how I came to this, what the experience was, a couple of examples in which I implemented it, and how I continue to grow from that. I want you to find something in this. I need you to take this away, apply it to your journey. It's time to make it non-negotiable. It's time to not have an excuse. It's time to whatever is getting in the way to overcome that. So I'm ready to give it to you. A couple years ago, my wife and I decided to do the program 75 Hard. I believe there's pros and cons to every program. I've heard some people love the program. I've heard some people not like it. That's not what's important in today's episode. We did the program a couple of years ago, and I loved the mental challenge in the program, the way that it helped open my mind, the way that it forced me to be mentally tough. When I started the program out, I said, if I'm going to do this, I'm not going to fail. I'm not going to allow myself to miss one of these tasks. So first off, let me just explain what the program is. This isn't meant to promote the program, but just for understanding, 75 Hard, you have to complete several daily tasks every single day for 75 days consecutively, no days off. So you have to complete 2 45-minute workouts a day. One of those workouts has to be outdoors. That's rain, shine, snow, hot, cold, whatever the weather is. You have to get one of your 45-minute workouts done outside. Then you have to read 10 pages of a professional development book every single day. You have to drink a gallon of water every day. You have to commit to a nutrition plan, something that is clean eating. So, for example, you couldn't just do macros and eat a bunch of junk food. It has to be a clean eating nutrition plan with no cheat meals and no alcohol. And you have to take a progress picture every single day for 75 days. So we committed to this program, my wife and I. We decided we're going to do it. And you know, it was great to have the partner in it. It's great that we did it as a team because we were able to lift each other up. We were able to discuss how we were going to tackle things, and we were able to work as a team. So, for example, like with our kids, there were times where it would have been very hard on my own to figure out a way to handle everything we needed to for the kids and still get my workouts in, still find time to read, still find time to plan all of my meals for the week. So my wife and I very much worked together. So it would be, hey, sometimes I'm going to have to get up earlier so that I can get my workout in before the kids get up, so that I have time to do my reading before the kids get up. We're going to have to plan our meals in advance. So we would meal prep on Sundays, or we would, use a meal prep company to take care of the meals. But either way, we're approaching every week with intentionality, every day with intentionality, putting the plan together and working together. But this is where the non-negotiable piece comes in. And this is what I really want to focus on and get into. And that's, the program was challenging. So the beginning part, it was all about building new habits, like finding ways to put new habits into our lifestyle. And after a couple of weeks, it became routine. We got used to it. One of the things that I really like that Andy Frisella talked about in his book when he explained 75 hard is mastering the mundane. So being able to overcome the things that just become monotonous, the things that you're having to do daily that aren't necessarily fun or exciting, but you have to do them anyway. You have to get them done regardless because there's something that is a action that's helping you towards your goal. So as we're nearing really closer to the end of the program, I would say I'm around the 40 to 50 day range. A friend of mine brings up that there is an upcoming conference that he would like me to come out, meet him so that we can catch up in Las Vegas. So this is one of my friends I only see maybe once a year or maybe even every other year because we live farther apart. We met through the military, but we love to get together when we can and catch up. So this conference was an opportunity to attend something that was a professional event for growth, but also be able to just catch up, get together, have some fun as well over the course of the weekend. So Las Vegas with no cheap meals, no alcohol, nothing. And people, told me I was crazy. So when I talk to people, they're like, how did you go to Vegas and not eat bad, not drink alcohol, stick to 2 workouts a day? How did you do all of that? So people definitely thought I was crazy. Part of it started with setting boundaries. So when I decided to go, I let my friend know, yes, I'm going to go out. I'll meet you there. We make our plans together. But I told him up front, I'm doing a program right now that I'm completely committed to. We're going to have to work things out when it comes to finding places that I can eat the right foods at, and I'm not going to be drinking alcohol. And, being from Kentucky, I like a little bit of bourbon now and then. So 75 days of alcohol, it was tough for me. And my friend also likes to drink. So when we get together, we usually have drinks together. But I communicated with him up front. I'm not going to be drinking any alcohol at all. I'm committed to this. I'm not going to, be eating anything bad. So we're just going to be, hanging out. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't, have fun. I'm going to be there hanging out, doing my thing and having fun as well. I don't need the bad food or the alcohol to do that. But I communicated it up front. I set a boundary and an expectation. Then I arrived to Vegas. And we meet up, we're excited, we're catching up. And I let them know again, I reiterate, like, this is the plan. When we look for a restaurant, I got to find somewhere that has something I can eat. So I'm looking at menus in advance, planning out where can I go and actually have food at that he could also have something that he would enjoy. So we're working together. So working with the people around you and communicating it, but there was not a single time that he tried to pressure me into having alcohol or having a cheat meal because he respected what I was doing. He respected that I was committed, that I made it non-negotiable to complete these daily tasks. He respected that. So one thing I want to point out is make sure you're aware of the people around you. There are people, if they care about you, that should support what you have going on, but you have to communicate it to them. So you have to put it out there in the universe, let them know, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what's important to me. It doesn't have to be, a mental challenge or a health challenge, but whatever the actions are that you want to start taking that help you progress towards your goals and where you want to be, communicate those. Communicate what you need to get done so that people understand and can respect that. Now, you also have to be aware of, are there people around you that do not support it, that are going to pressure you to do other things, that are going to say, hey, that's crazy, like you shouldn't do that. And be somebody who is not helping you to take that action. Because when you have those things in your ear, it's already hard enough to overcome your own doubts that run through your head, to overcome the excuses that pop up in your mind. When you have other people in your ear that are also giving you, fuel to those excuses, giving you reasons to not go after what you want to get, it's way easier to stop. It's way easier to back out. So if people cannot respect what it is you want to accomplish, you may have to create some distance, at least for a short amount of time, or for however long it is that you're needing to get your tasks done. It may be necessary to create distance if there's people in your life that are counterproductive to what it is you want to accomplish. And that's really hard to talk about because you have people that are close to you that or maybe you have a history with, and it's hard to look at that and say, hey, this relationship may not be suiting where I am now and where I want to go. But you have to evaluate that. So look at those relationships, communicate what it is you need to accomplish, what you want to accomplish, set those boundaries. So my friend respected the boundaries. He listened. If there was somewhere he wanted to stop and get drinks, we would stop. He'd have a drink. If there was somewhere I wanted to stop and have a coffee, something to have between meals that didn't break my nutrition plan, we'd stop and we would get coffee. If we looked at a restaurant, I would look at the menu, I'd pull that up and see if there is something I can eat at this restaurant that's going to fall within my meal plan. If not, we had to switch. And that actually happened. There was a place he was like, hey, man, love this place. It's my favorite place. There was nothing on the menu for me, but he was flexible and adaptable to support because he knew how much it mattered to me to stick to the plan. And so I continued. And it comes down to, I made it happen every single day that I was there, stuck to it. So fast forward to the last day, my flight was extremely early in the morning, and I was going to be flying the majority of the day. So in order for me to get my 45-minute workout outside, I had to get up at 2:30 a.m. in the morning in Vegas, and I had to go outside and get my workout in basically the middle of the night because Vegas is still open at that time. So I go outside, it's pitch dark, crazy environment, and I go for a 45-minute walk so that I can make sure that I get my 45 minutes outside in before I have to fly that morning. I made it non-negotiable. I made it happen. I got up at 2:30 in the morning so that I could walk in Las Vegas in the middle of the night before I caught my flight because I knew that that was the only way that I was going to be able to fit both workouts into the day with everything that I had. I made it non-negotiable. That's what you have to do with your goals. You have to stop letting excuses get in your way. You have to stop letting things get in your way, and you have to stop making excuses. It's so easy to make excuses. I could have very easily have said, no, that's too early. That's stupid. I'm not doing that. But I committed to a plan, and it was 75 days. Now, I'm not going to get up at 2:30 every single day to get my workout in. That would be crazy. I do believe it's important to get rest. But I committed to 75 days of this challenge, and I made it non-negotiable. So every single day, regardless of the challenge that got thrown at me, I found a way to make it happen. I got up early so that I had time to get my workout in, so that I had time to read. I would work with my wife and we would coordinate. Hey, you go get your workout in, come back upstairs, watch the kids. Then I'm going to get my workout in. Then I'll come up and watch the kids while you get cleaned up and take a shower. And then we'll switch off again. We would work together as a team. There were plenty of instances that we could have failed, that we could have stopped, that we could have made an excuse and we didn't. That's what you have to do. You have to make it non-negotiable. So we would still do fun things with our kids. We would take them somewhere. Let's say there's a local farm that you could go to and pick fresh strawberries. So what did we do? We incorporated the 45-minute walk that we would do outside with the strawberry picking, and we made it to where we were able to do our workout while walking with our kids outside and doing something as a family together. This did multiple things. First off, it set an example for our kids. They saw us making our health a priority every single day. They saw us still being involved while doing that. So it's not that we had to ignore our kids, ignore our priorities in order to make this happen. No, we made both happen because it was non-negotiable. And here's the crazy thing. It's a hard challenge. A lot of people already think it was crazy. going into it, I thought it was crazy. I was like, I don't know about not doing alcohol for 75 days, or I don't know about not having a cheat meal at all for 75 days. And as I read Andy Frisella's book, where he explained the program and the reason behind each of those daily tasks, I committed to it. And I said, hey, yes, it's going to be hard, but I'm going to do it. And what's crazy is we got to around the 60-ish day mark. We're at 60 something. And my wife and I are talking. We're planning a vacation that lines up right with the end of the challenge. And we're thinking to ourselves, like, I don't think we want to stop when we get to the end of this. Like, we feel great, feel more mental clarity. We feel healthier, stronger, better throughout the day, better, getting better rest that night, feeling like I'm actually growing my brain from taking the time to read every single day and challenge myself and learn new things. So we're picking all of this up. And now we've habitualized it. Now we've been doing it for long enough that these are things that are just a part of our daily life. We're just used to it at this point. So we're getting close to that 75-day mark and we say, hey, we don't really want to stop. Now, I'm not saying, never have a cheat meal, never have alcohol, like every single day have to read. I'm not saying necessarily have to have the task every single day, but now we learned how to make what we want non-negotiable. Now we could take the things that we want and need and incorporate them into our lifestyle and stick with the habits that are suiting us and add in new habits that we need to continue to grow and accomplish things. But what it showed me is we can get it done if we make it non-negotiable. You have to make it non-negotiable in your life, whatever it is you want to accomplish. You have to go after it, go get it. Don't let obstacles stop you. Don't make excuses. If you actually want it, you determine what the actions are you need to take and make it non-negotiable. I guarantee you will succeed. I guarantee you will accomplish what you want to accomplish if you make it non-negotiable. I appreciate you all tuning in. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey. I want you all to know on the website, I just made it where you can get a free download of the 5-step process to goaltending. It's a worksheet that you can download, print out, and actually start writing out your plan. I wanted you all to have that in advance of the new year. We're just a few months away. So all you have to do is go on the website, create an account, and subscribe. You get access to the free download. I want you all to use that to help you on your journey to actually take what you have in your mind and put it to paper, make it tangible. So make sure you all like, subscribe, go get the 5-step worksheet so that you can start writing out your plan. Comment with your thoughts and questions to join the conversation, and let's grow together.